Thank you for calling me.
Hello, how are you?
Hello. Yeah, very well. How are you?
I am great, thank you.
Okay, that's fantastic. I don't have we met before? I'm looking to see if I can find some notes. You seem familiar. You're from India?
Yes, I
From
am.
India, yeah. Okay. I don't think we've spoken before. I can see that you've been in Cambly, well, not that long, but you've been very busy. According to this information, I'll let you see this. You might be interested. According to this, you have been on Cambly for 3,134 minutes. So you must be an expert in English by now. Is it not time that you learned French or German or Italian? You must
No,
be really good at English.
actually,
Okay.
I am going to Italy, so I'm
Oh,
working on,
really?
yeah,
Mhm.
I'm working on
Oh.
my English communication, and
Mhm.
other than that, uh, I'm trying to collect some experience from other people who are having good expertise like you.
Uh-huh.
So you have good experience, so
Yeah.
I want to learn from you.
Okay, brilliant. Okay, well, now we've only got 8 minutes, so we don't really have a lot of time.
Yes,
Very, very quickly, if you've read my profile, you will see I'm from Ireland.
yes.
We're living in France at the moment, so it's really nice here, but the weather is not seasonal. Yesterday it was only sort of 15 degrees centigrade. It's normally 40, 38, 40 degrees. So the
Uh-huh.
weather is totally screwed up. We don't know what's happening. I don't know what it's like in Italy at the moment, but maybe you could tell me just very quickly of what your plans are. Yeah, obviously, I'm intrigued. I would like to know why you're going to Italy, what the reason
Yes,
is.
yeah. Basically, I am a software developer.
Huh?
So one of my
Okay.
clients hired me for full-time job.
Oh.
So that's why I'm going there.
Okay,
So,
it's really interesting. It's good that you can do that now because my big worry about COVID is that so many businesses will now think, well, we don't need to spend money. Our employees can work from home. Good computer links, have conferences, online conferences, Zoom, and that kind of thing. And I think it's a real shame because people started working from home maybe 15 years ago, and whenever you start working from home, you love it. It's great. I can be comfortable, and take the dog for a walk or do whatever you want in between times. But the
so
problem is you become lonely. You
yes,
miss your colleagues. Yeah.
correct. So what's your profession basically?
Well, I'm retired, right? But I was originally a customs officer. Okay, so
Uh-huh.
customs, the guys that you see at the airports. So I was a senior officer in charge of a team,
Uh-huh.
and I worked for 32 years as a customs officer. I had the opportunity of taking early retirement. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I was on well, it shows you. I mean, you don't know what's going to happen next, okay, and you need to be ready for it because I was on leave, on holiday, and I came back and I had like 3,000 emails, and I started going through my emails, and there was
Uh-huh.
an email about early retirement, and I hadn't really thought about it. I didn't want to work until I was 70 years old. I wanted
Uh-huh.
to retire early. I thought about 55 maybe would be a good age. And then I wanted to have my own business. Okay. So that was the plan. So I was only 50 and this opportunity arose. And I just thought, whoa. And I phoned the people up because the deadline was closed, it was over. And I said, I was on leave. I didn't know about this. Um, can I have time to think about it? And they said, yeah, you've got until this afternoon. So I
Mm-hmm.
had 3 hours to make a big, big decision. So that's the decision I made. So since retirement, I worked in two stores, supermarkets. I
Uh-huh.
was a deputy manager in a hotel.
Mm-hmm.
I worked in car rental. I worked in
Mm-hmm.
tourism,
Mm-hmm.
in a museum.
Mm-hmm.
I also worked overseas in Afghanistan, working for the American government.
Mm-hmm.
And I did what else? Charity work, various bits of charity
Oh.
work as well. Yeah. So
So
I've been
what?
busy.
Yeah. So what's the important thing? For example, you were as a customers officer.
Huh?
So I'm actually also interested to start my own business. I already started, but
Yeah,
since I am not going to the next step,
yeah,
uh, I'm not able to expand my team because
uh-huh,
I don't have experience in team
right,
management and stuff. So
yeah,
that's why
yeah,
I decided to work in a big company where I will
uh-huh,
have that kind of
right,
management
yeah,
opportunity. So
yeah.
I'm going to do that. So according to you, what is important for growing our business?
Okay, that's you've hit me with a very complex question. Trying to come back with a sound bite would be difficult. What I'm going to do is actually send you some information after the class, a couple of documents. One
No?
document is to do with leadership, but
Yes.
I would say your main goal as a manager is to inspire your staff. Okay, inspire. That's the word. Okay, so to inspire your staff, you have to be supportive. Okay,
Yes.
not to dictate, not to always tell them what to do, but to be supportive. So if they have worries, concerns, problems, you're there to help them. Okay. So, but the other thing is at times you have to be very strict. Okay. And,
Yes.
there's no negotiation. If there's something to be done, they have to do it. So you have to be strict, but you have to be fair as well. And the other important thing is to actually develop them. Okay. You're developing your English.
Mhm.
Soon you'll be developing your Italian. But
Yes.
development in a job means giving them the opportunity, putting them in the place where they have the opportunity for promotion or for
Mhm.
transfer into something that they really want to do. Okay, so that's really important. And I wish you might know that the British Prime Minister is called Boris Johnson. I just
Uh-huh.
wish Boris Johnson would take responsibility. The big problem with leaders today is they don't take responsibility. You must take responsibility for your decisions. If you start to blame other people for mistakes, well, then
Mhm.
that's it. Once you start to do that, the team falls apart. So we call it team dynamics. Okay.
Mhm.
So dynamics is really just a combination of people. So you're the leader. Okay. And in many ways, you're going to take the credit for the good work, but your management should be collaborative.
Yes.
Your co-workers and your subordinates should be feeding through ideas to you. Okay. So it's a combination of things, but I would say that would be the crux of it. Does it make sense?
Yes, yes, these are really an
Mhm.
important advice
Yeah.
for me. So, of course, I
Yeah.
have learned a lot from you. So,
Uh-huh.
one more thing is like
Yeah.
talking about customer satisfaction. So,
Yeah.
what you can suggest me in that? Because I started my work on
Mhm.
freelancing.
Yeah.
So, in the starting time, I was not getting many customers.
Yeah. Yeah.
But later on, I got enough customers that I had to leave some customers
Uh-huh.
without doing their work. So,
Yeah.
what is your suggestion if I am at that place where I have many customers? So, how I need to
Uh-huh.
prioritize, and because I think that I get discouraged when I am not solving the problem of someone.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very, very difficult. It's a dilemma. And I guess the best experience I've had of that dilemma would be my recent experience
Mhm.
because I'm working in Cambly. Okay. So I'm a freelancer. We're not employees. We're freelance. We're contractors. Okay. And my partner, she works for a company called Upwork.
Uh-huh.
So she does content writing and translation. So it's the
Uh-huh.
same thing. And it's very, very tricky. It's really, really tricky. And I guess what you've got to do is just move forward a little bit and think about it, move forward another little bit. So everything comes into play. You're trying to attract new customers. You're trying
Mhm.
to encourage new customers to come along. But you can sometimes if you become very successful, you can very quickly fail. Because when you become successful, you cannot commit to what you've promised. You can't meet the deadlines. Things start
Yeah.
to fall apart. The quality is not so good. It's very,
Yeah.
very difficult. I don't think there's an easy answer to it. Just be prepared for it
Mhm.
and just inch your way forward. But being open and honest with people is very important. Communication. Language
Yes.
is communication. Communication is very important. If you have a problem, tell them what the problem is. And
Okay.
don't try to hide anything. So if you can't meet a deadline, just tell them, look, I need a little bit longer. Okay. So and it's negotiation as well. So I'll give you this, you give me that. You know, it's trying to meet each other halfway. We're out of time. It's been brilliant talking to you. Okay, I'll send you a message. All right, brilliant.